Hi everyone, hope you're having a good night. I am so glad to be here. Let me get everything straightened out here so I can see myself, make sure I get this all in frame right. It's never nice when you have someone demonstrating something and they're back here towards themselves and I'm only speaking about myself. Of course. Sometimes I've watched myself back and I've been like, wow, that would have been really fun for them to see. Except it was right close to me. So anyway, here we are. I've been doing this a few times, so now hopefully I can get this straight, right? Welcome everyone to the Stamping Zoo tonight. I am Lisa Harden. I am your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the very cold Boise, Idaho tonight. If you are looking for a demonstrator and you live in the United States, I would love to be yours. And I also have online tutorials and classes. So whether you're already a demonstrator or just a customer, I welcome you to all of that. And you can find out more about monthly classes and the charmed or the chopped competition if you go over to my website at thestampingzoo.com. So I hope that gives you good information, but you know you can always post questions if you have them. Hello, field trip to the zoo tonight. You know it. Most of the animals don't even bite here. Tango and Cash got into it the other day, but that's between them, right? They know better than to bite their mom. Hello, ladies. Hello, Anne, and thank you for sharing. Anne, oh, I was going to say Anne wins the prize for sharing first. Nope, Jean shared first. Jean, quick on the draw. I appreciate it so much. You help my business so much when you share, like, and comment. You help me when you comment. You help me stay awake. You help me to know what you like. And you just kind of help me to keep going. All right? Tonight's kind of one of those nights. I'm a little fuzzy in the head. Just had one of those weeks where I just had to keep swimming. And finally, here we are at Thursday night. Yay. And I've had good things go on in the week. I got to visit with my book club yesterday by Zoom, and we all had dinner together and talked about a great book. So that in itself was really fun. And then I knew this was coming. And then tomorrow's Friday, and it doesn't really matter because it's Friday, right? Yes, we can all get through a Friday usually. I ate some leftover lasagna. Now I'm thirsty. I must have had a little bit of cheese in there, huh? A little salt. So first thing I want to mention is we do have a few days left in February, right? But it, as usual, every year, even during leap year, it goes so fast. I need those few extra days. So I'm going to tell you that here is the host code. I would appreciate it so much if you're ordering with me and your order is under $150. If you would please use this host code. That helps me bring free items to you. And one of the things that I would love to bring to you is if you do place an order with me and use the host code, right away I'm going to send you supplies to make this cute little accordion gift card holder. I just sent one in the mail full of chicken cards this morning actually, so I'm excited for the person to get it. And this was just a quick little 3D project that I loved. I like 3D projects that usually revolve around cards, so different card holders. You can find out how to make this one simply by going over to thestampingzoo.com again and signing up for my email. I think I'm going to, this was everybody's email. It went out to everyone on my email list last week, but it seems to have been received very well. And so I think what I'm going to do is this weekend I'm going to set it up so that when people sign up for my email, they get this this video as a little gift. So thank you all for telling me that you liked it. I think Kathy Sheely sent me pictures of some of the card holders that she made, and they were beautiful, and I got to see them in different color combinations. So please share your pictures. I love that. Again, it helps. It helps, what I want to say, it helps to inspire me, keep me going with other ideas. So anyway, I appreciate this. Please take a screenshot if you need it. And then I will move it so we can get our craft on. You made 2 of them today, Kathy. It must be a Kathy thing. I love it. Very nice. And hello to, is it Louise that's in Daytona Beach? I think so. Anyway, welcome everybody. I'm glad to have you all here. And near and far. Are we hitting every time zone? We're hitting a lot of time zones because we have Megan. Megan, you didn't get your email? Maybe. Well, I will check on that. And thank you for letting me know. Let me make a really quick note. Just check on Megan. And because we can't have that. Because you can sign up for my emails regardless of whether you're going to be a customer of mine, whether you're in this country or not. That's all good. So I like that we can connect that way. So I'm going to check on your email after this, Megan, and I will send you a message. Okay? I'm glad that, I'm glad you mentioned it. Jean says her daughter, well, your daughter's a kindergarten teacher. My goodness, that sounds crazy. I mean, not crazy, but you know what I'm saying. Roz and I were talking about taking care of little ones earlier this week. And, oh, the stamina. I can't even imagine doing that now. I was telling her that when I had my niece and my nephew in my 30s, okay? And I was in good shape and could go all day and work in the yard and stuff. When I'd have them, when they left, oh, God, when they left at the end of a weekend, I was exhausted. Of course, I always planned fun outings for them, but when we would come in from an outing, normally I would tell them, Aunt Lisa needs to, give Aunt Lisa 10 minutes to rest. And they would kind of stand by my bedroom door. They'd be very patient, but then they'd say, Lisa, Aunt Lisa, has it been 10 minutes? So you go, all right, 5's good enough. I'll take it. But anyway, Jean says her daughter is a kindergarten teacher, and she says Friday can't come fast enough either. Oh, yeah. Darcy, you didn't get it either? Goodness. What? Yeah, take a nap when it's their nap time. I'm sure that's when you insist they take a nap, right? Now I get it. Okay, wait, Cindy didn't get it either. Okay, I'm gonna have to just check on this. It was by email. So we will have to work on this. I'm gonna stop writing down things and I'll just come back to the comments, okay? I'll check it out and see what's going on. All right, anyway, hello everyone. So tonight, as billed, we are gonna do a little Saleabration smash up or mash up. It's almost the end of Saleabration, friends, at least the first round of Saleabration. Stampin' Up! Has decided to give us 2 rounds of Saleabration this year. I believe the other one starts in July and will be for July and August. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. But for this one, you only have, what, 3 more days? Yeah. So I want to show you just a few things you can do with all of the great items, be they paper or stamps. And I also want to remind you, this is the last 3 days to join with the extra Stampin' Up! Bonus of about $70, 200 sheets of designer series paper. This is not old colors or retired. Nothing's ever old, is it? These are not retired colors. These are colors and designs that aren't even available to the general public right now. These are going to be in our new annual catalog. So they haven't even been sold on the website yet. So anyway, you can get that when you choose to join Stampin' Up! As a discount shopper. It is $99, and in exchange for that, you get $125 of product of your choice. We've talked about that before. You get all of these $70 worth of paper. That's a lot of paper, okay? You also get a free paper pumpkin kit. You get free shipping. You need to pay tax depending on where you are. And then from then on, you probably get a few other things, but you also get 20% off, at least 20% off of everything else you order. You get a chance to order early going forward. You get a chance to attend Stampin' Up! Demonstrator-only events. you can earn from $5 product credits to a free cruise for 2, or a free trip, let's say. Sometimes it's a cruise, sometimes it's just to an all-inclusive resort. But I mean, the sky's the limit. You can dabble in it like I do as a business, or you can be your only customer. So it's really tailored to what you like. All you have to do is, if you are going to place an order that's around $99, I really do suggest that you go ahead, get the extra product, have a little bit of a shopping spree, and then try that discount on for size. And you know what? If you don't buy enough to stay active, it's totally fine. You just stay my customer, right? It's totally fine. So it's very easy to join, and people rejoin, or they lapse after a while. And so I don't want you to think that it is something akin to a mortgage. Okay, it's very easy. It's nothing different really than signing up for discount shopping at your favorite clothing store. So it's definitely been a gift to me in so many ways. The starter kit, as fabulous as it is, and the discount is the least of the benefit that I get. The real benefit I get is working with all of you. And I know that sounds corny, but it is true. Even the troublemakers like Jill Peterson, let's say. I love you all. I don't know if she's here, but that was one way to find out. Oh, Julie will rat me out. Julie's here. Anyway, you get my point. I love all of you. Man, especially during COVID. You don't know how much you've helped. You don't even know. I can't quantify it. So anyway, I just want to remind all of you that that is available. And if you are still shopping as a customer, please don't forget that the things we're looking at tonight are still available to earn free with purchases, but just for 3 more days. Okay, then I don't know. Will they show up sometime later? That is only for Stampin' Up! To know. And they, believe it or not, I'm not privy to that information. Oh, I can't believe it. So let's start tonight with the Flower and Field DSP. This is beautiful paper. Oh, it's so striking to me because it's black with brights. So I love it. This shows us all of the different colors of cardstock that goes into making the designs for this paper. And it's a lot, right? The nice thing about that is that, sorry, this should be out. The nice thing about that, though, is that it goes with almost anything. You can find a color combination for just about anything in this paper. So this paper is free with a $50 purchase, and it's 12 by 12 sheets. All right, so with that, let's make a card. Now the hard part starts. Oh my God, I have to actually do something here. This is where the fuzzy brain's gonna come in. I am thinking that I wanted to use some Flirty Flamingo. Now, one thing I want to do tonight is I want to make, we're going to use this fun fold that I always think is so handy because it can be easily tailored to any size of stamp or anything you have like that. I'm getting out here our Simply Scored scoreboard. I hope you can see it on the screen. Measurements vertically and horizontally, the other way around, vertically, horizontally. I know the difference. A little stylus gets clipped into the bottom right here, snaps in, and it has like a large and a small end, depending on how hard you press, I always find, or depending on how thick your paper is. And then right up here, where these little indentations are, again, I think you can see that. This opens up. Oh, it's a secret carrying case. It's kind of like a Superman thing, right? But it's not really. It's for these little arrows. They come in handy a lot for if you're making multiples and you don't have to keep measuring. You just put those in place. And so there are 3 of those. And there's this little spot for them so you don't lose them, okay? So, okay, well that's just kind of weird. Nobody got the email. I don't think anyone got the email, so I'll have to check on that. I know that 9 people opened it up, so that's kind of, I mean, I know that several people opened it up. I know that 9 people watched the video, so maybe that's different. Anyway, back to the fun fold. This fun fold can be, we're going to do a tri-fold card or a bifold card, I guess. There's going to be 2 pieces to the front. It can be equal in size, or it can be any 2 measurements that equal 4 1/4. So, because that's the standard size that's going to fit in the envelope. So as long as we have a card back that is 4 1/4, it will fit in our envelope. So what I like to do sometimes when I'm thinking about this is we're going to have something that's like a handle on the left-hand side. Oh, and I also have this little bowl of treasures. You all have something like this, right? You all have like, these are die cuts. A lot of them are from the classes I prepare for, or when I'm just playing. If I have scraps and I have time, then I die cut things. So this is where we're going to be pulling lots of our labels from. Hello, Susan. I'm so glad you're back. And hello, Deborah. Nice to see everybody. Okay, so here are the stamp sets that at least are going to be available tonight. Depends on how fast we work, right? This is a touch of ink. This is 17 stamps, 2-step stamping. It is available to earn for free with a $100 purchase. And look at all of these great images. So I really like it. I think we're going to try and use that first. This is Berry Blessings. This comes with its own package of 12 by 12 paper. Also free with a $100 purchase, but let me show you the paper. Look at the paper. I hope there's not too much glare on that. So these 2 things, the paper and, excuse me, it's 12 by 12 paper, and the stamp set are one of your other free choices with $100. The thing that's nice about this is we have a kind of a coordinating stamp set in the holiday catalog, and that is Sweet Strawberry. So you can purchase this one, and this has a coordinating bundle. So all 4 of these things, you can make so many cards. Oh my gosh. This and a pack of white cardstock, you can probably make 70 cards. And probably more than that. But anyway, so just kind of keep these in mind. They're beautiful. I absolutely love the paper. I would have thought if they would have given us the paper for $100 free, I would have still taken it. And then they gave us a stamp set too. So I'm not complaining. And then also I really want to play with Darling Donkeys. This has really been a hit, right? Because they have so much expression and, you know, and again, 8 stamps that are images and sentiments. And my brother really likes donkeys, so I've liked using this as his cards. Like I did this and I masked off the rose and I put a candy cane in its mouth. That was for Christmas. That's because I got this set early as a demonstrator, right? Just having fun with it. So we will definitely, we'll pull that in and do some fun coloring with that. So right now we're going to use a touch of ink though. And these stamps are shown at 65%. These stamps are quite much larger than that. So it's always good to look down here and see what percentage the images are at. Often they're at 100, but this is a very large stamp set, right? So let's see. Right offhand, I want to see about how big this hummingbird is. It might be a little too big for this oval. Oh, if it didn't have a beak. I wonder if we can figure that out. How much is Paper Pumpkin? Yes. It's, I mean, it just depends on your tax, but it is $22 even here in Idaho. And that includes your shipping. And then for us, that includes our tax. But yeah, Paper Pumpkin's a pretty good deal. get a lot of supplies in Paper Pumpkin, and I'm going to have something special coming up for a very special Paper Pumpkin that we're going to have in March. I thought I'd make it a little more special, but more about that later. Okay, let's see. I think we can do like a, I don't know that I want that to be sitting at a weird angle. This is going to be, I think we have to, oh yeah, I think we better just like step it up and use this thing. This is going to be really large. Let's see. How big is this? Oh, it's 4.5. Why didn't I plan this ahead of time? I'm not quite sure. I know what I'm going to do. Let's see here. Just a tad late. That's okay, Megan or Natasha. We were just chatting, talking about stuff, and now I'm trying to figure out stamps. Let's see. We're going to go in a different direction. We're not going to use the hummingbird. We're going to check out the butterfly. Yes, the butterfly's much better for this particular little setup we've got. See? It's the nice thing about the stamp set. It's just, it's versatile. It's so versatile. I love it. And we've got all these cool flowers and leaves, and we'll try and bring those in too. Let's see here. Now this, which looks kind of like a t-shirt to me, kind of looks like a t-shirt, doesn't it? Like, or with really crazy arms, but it's actually the silhouette part for the butterfly. So, but you can make it anything you want. You could make it, I could definitely see this being a flower on its own, just stamped in all different directions. So that would be kind of fun. All right, so now that we kind of know what we're using for our tab on our fun fold, that's what we'll call it for lack of a better word. Now I want to see about how wide this is. So I know how to make one side. I like asymmetrical sides. So let's do, this will go either way. I like it on the long side, right? I like that. So let's do 1.5. 1.5 right here. Hope you can see that. And then remember, we need the total of these two pieces on the front to be 4.25. So we've taken 1.5. And now the hard part, I'm just going to switch it around like this. 4.25, 3.25. Could I have written this out ahead of time? No. 1.25, and then 2 and 3, 4.25. I think I just need 3. No, I need 2 3/4. Dear God, who thought this was a good idea tonight? We shall see. You can check yourself at the end whether or not to see like whether or not you made a card. Okay, thank goodness I can still do a little bit of math tonight. So the pieces come together like that, and then here we go. Oh, Jean's having some dark chocolate. Yes, did you bring snacks for all of us? I would love that. Susan says she was able to get berry blessings, touch of ink, and flower and field. Nice, Susan. You can craft along with me tonight. Would love to see your creations with these. All right, dear goodness, let's just start the first card and see how that goes. Normally I might do all the measuring at once, but I think my brain might implode tonight. Okay, so now I know the background's going to be Flirty Flamingo. Now I know what the sides are, right? Now I can cut. Now I can cut my DSP. And I already have some 2-inch strips here, so I'm just going to take one of them. And you can't really go wrong. Oh, that's so pretty. I do love, I already know what I want for the bigger side. I want this, to me, it's the showstopper. It's so beautiful. And so I want that on the left-hand side. Forgotten my measurements already. Normally you'd be a little more organized than I am. But that's the fun thing about it, is you don't have to be. Okay, this is 2 3/4. So I am going to make my paper be 2 1/2 by, this is 5 1/2, 2 1/2 by 5 1/4. Okay? I'm gonna get the biggest piece first. It is 6 by 6, and it's not really directional, so it doesn't really matter, but I want that. It's very stunning. So 2 1/2 by 5 1/4. I think I can just get those flowers on there. Well, maybe. Kind of got to cut them in the middle. That's all right. We have more where that came from, right? And then by 5 1/4 for the good stuff here. Okay, super cute paper. And then we're just gonna use, we'll just use this. Totally goes. It has Flirty Flamingo in it. And this, I believe, was 1 3/4. No, it was only 1 1/2. So 1 1/4 by 5 1/4 for the left-hand side. I was gonna have all this cut, but frankly, I needed to take half a day off and nap. And where's the fun in that, right? We all want to see how the sausage is made sometimes. Okay, so now we have a really cute way to show off 2 of the designs in the paper. Oh, it's cute already. Okay, I declare it cute already. Are you not an accountant? Yes, I am an accountant, but you know what? We don't work with fractions, okay? I know, and if I don't call it like fourths and thirds, if I just call it like 0.33 and 0.25, I find I have a much better time with it, but then I also find that you guys think I'm really weird, so I'm not gonna do that. Yes, I should be able to, and I know that I do numbers in my sleep. In fact, God, I was talking about something last night. I don't know what, in my sleep, of course. It was really odd now that I think about it. Okay, so what color do we want this little cutie to be? I think we're just gonna do the 2-step stamping, and we can take it in any direction, right? Look at all these beautiful things. Love them. I mean, of course, the Flirty Flamingo is like kind of a given. There's a little bit of Poppy Parade though. Let me check my color sampler again. I don't go very far without this color sampler, I tell you that. It helps me so much. And you could use like anything, all of the blues and stuff. So, yeah, maybe let's use, oh, we could use Just Jade. What about Just Jade with, yeah, let's just try Just Jade. And then we will stamp off for the inside. Your son, Megan says, of all the clubs your son could join, he joins the math club. You know what? It may not be the coolest thing now, but you know, when he goes to his reunion in 25 years, he'll probably be the coolest guy there. Yes. Hello, Marcia, and nice to see you. Right? I wouldn't. That's so cute. The maths club. Good job. All right, let's stamp our cute little butterfly, and it's going to be in Just Jade, and I'm sure there's an actual butterfly that is in Just Jade, because if you've ever gone to one of those butterfly exhibits, you know that butterflies, they come in all sorts of colors so that they can trick their prey. Some of them look like big, huge eyes so that they can look so much bigger than they are. And then this is just your standard 2-step kind of shadow stamping, but it doesn't stamp fully inside, and it's not supposed to. It's supposed to give you a watercolor look. Ah, it's so fun. So that is going to go on the front there. That's how easy that is. And this is Just Jade, one of our newest in colors, and so beautiful. I love, so glad you picked blue. I was going to suggest that color. Well, I picked Just Jade, but if it does look like it's kind of a bluish green, isn't it? Well, I like it, and you like it, Natasha, so I'm happy. All right, now there's a bunch of really cool sentiments in this stamp set. Also, that's why the stamp set is such a deal. Best wishes, thank you so much. Hope and love. Hello, friend, and thinking of you. I like thinking of you. I do a lot of thinking of you cards because I usually am thinking of the person, right? And also, my little trick is thinking of you means a lot of different things. Thinking of you can be for congratulations on doing something really cool, or thinking of you can be thinking of you because it's your birthday. I also like hello for the same reason. Hello, it's your birthday. Just Jade is your favorite green right now. I have to agree, Julie. Yes, I have to agree. I think so too. So again, these are larger than they look on the cover, but that doesn't mean they're huge, right? And this is a little textured piece. I'm just going to keep this at the ready. It's right here. It goes with everything, right? It's just, I grabbed it the other day to use for a completely different stamp set because I just needed some texture. I used it to make ground underneath the chicken coop, actually. That's what I used it for. I know, Julie, once I said that, then I was like, oh, what about Old Olive, though? Can I cheat on Old Olive? And I just thought I'd make it like an all punch night. I'm not going to get the big shot out, believe it or not. Oh my gosh. And between this and the die cuts I already have, I'm sure we can find something. It can also be, though, can also be right here. And I think it probably should be right underneath the butterfly, but going into the butterfly. Yes. Now, what color? I want it to be a darker color, but I don't want to use black. How about if I use gray granite? I'm kind of, gray granite and I have been dating regularly for the last couple of weeks. I have been stamping images in gray granite. I have been coloring in gray granite. I like it. Yep, we're going steady. Well, we're dating. What do I want to say? We're dating. There we go. Kind of an image over an image, but it's still dark enough that you can see it. I like. And then, so now we just kind of need to glue some down and then glue this down and then pick out some beautiful embellishments. Like the earrings. It's the fun part. It's all the fun part though. Isn't that nice? We're all doing just the fun part tonight. Let's see. I'm gonna need some seal. Gonna need my handy Stampin' Seal. I hope it's a new, yeah, it's a new roller. You know, when you finally just like, you get everything that you need, you sit down, and then, oh my gosh, you left your drink in the kitchen. It's that. It's like, oh gosh, where's my Seal Plus? Where's my seal? Now this is out. Okay, I like this. Again, kind of a wide margin, 1/4 inch on the front of both these. And then this little guy. Of course, if you wanted to match up the pattern, that is a cool look too. And then you would just use the same pattern on both sides and match the cut sides so that the pattern just continues right across. I want to be sure I can see the margins on this. So just going to bring that there. It's a neat pattern, isn't it? Just a neat little linear pattern. Where do they come up with all this stuff? Okay. And then this is our little kind of something that covers up. You could also do a fold and lock card with this. We've done that before, which keeps this completely closed. What color is the base? It is Flirty Flamingo. Very flirty, isn't it? Yes, Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to put this up on dimensionals, but I'm only going to do one side. The other side has to stay free, or else your card's not going to be a very good one because it won't open, right? So I can tell. I just want to have a few right over here on this side. Oh, I love this paper too, Denise. Black with brights. And you know who else likes it? Is Sarah, CEO of the company. So we're hanging out with the right people. I bet she likes everything. But I know from her past designs that she really likes black with brights. So we have that in common, Sarah, if you're watching. And of course, you can put this anywhere you want. I'm going to cover up that red because it wasn't really part of our design so much. So, and then there's your little card, and we'll make a quick insert for it. Let's see here. I don't want to use white today. So we're going to use Petal Pink. And I'm going to do 3 3/4 by 5 for the inside. And let's see here. 5 and 3 3/4. Okay, and then before we put that in there, let's see, what else do we want to stamp on it? We might just want a little bit of that, this little textural piece, or we can also, why not? We have the stamps, let's use them. Let's put this in here, but so we can write on it, I am just going to stamp it in Petal Pink as well. And I'm not going to fill it in. The outline itself will be more of the watermark. Okay, let's see here. Whoa, whoa. I have a carousel type holder, and sometimes if I spin these around too fast, one just went flying out. Now here comes Cash because he thinks it's going to be a treat. Anything hits the floor, he comes and checks it out. And sometimes he's usually right. Hello, Cassie. No, it's nothing for you right now. Sorry, hon. Maybe next time. Let's see here. Will this work? I think it's a D block. Yeah, if not, it's really close. Okay. Let's bring back in that kind of scrap paper I have. Oops. If you're going to stamp off, you've got to have a full image stamped off, or it's not going to look very good. Okay, it's really not that dark, is it? Well, let's see how light it turns out. Oh, it's very light. That's okay, though. I like that. Doesn't compete with the pattern on the outside, and you can write over it, so, but it's still visible. Okie dokie. Did the link that you sent me work? You sent me a link for, what did you send me a link for? Remind me, Megan, because I know you did. And I remember, like, I couldn't get into it, and I don't know why, but hello, Marie from Australia. Very nice to see you. So glad you're popping in on your Friday. Can we please trade, Marie? Can you please take my Thursday and I'll take your Friday? Please. Okay, so inside and then the outside. So cute. Now let's see what we've got for embellishments. I know I have some in-color embellishments that are very close at hand. We were just using them the last time we were together, and when was that? It was Monday night. We were making butterfly cards. I've made a few more since then. Oh, so fun. We can use the Elegant Gems, though, which have some gold in them, or we could use this These are going to get lost on this very bold paper. You could also use gold. I feel like gold might be, I don't know, too much. Oh, the last choice. These must be the Elegant Gems, maybe. And they are petal pink. I don't feel like they're enough. So that's why you have to have a nice arrangement of embellishments to choose from. Because then you get just the right thing, don't you? Okay. So we're going to take these, which are clear, but have some very definite gold glitters in them. You really like that you've never thought of using a coordinating color. I am so glad I'm here to help you out with that. Go forward, Marcia, and don't put white. Just tell yourself, I'm not going to put white in this card. I'm going to put something else. There's nothing wrong with white. We love white. White is beautiful. But I love opening the cards and then having them be a little surprise inside of something different. I think it is even more of a tell that it's a handmade card, right? Is that it's so kind of custom. Oh, so cute. Thinking of you. Okay. That's our first card. Now, I will say, I want to show you also a couple of other sets that we're not going to be using tonight is Punch Party. This is one that gets added to your order for free when you place an order of $300 or more during Saleabration. So it's called Punch Party because it goes with so many of our punches. And I love it. Look at all these cool sentiments. And the hearts. Of course, you know we have heart punches. We have postage stamp punches. We have ovals. And this is probably one of the labels. But anyway, they're beautiful. Sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. Again, that could be a lot of special days. A heartfelt thanks for everything. I love the size of them. So anyway, this is a free stamp set that you don't even pay $10 for or anything. You pay nothing for it as long as you have an order of $300 or more. That can be a party. And a party really can be as simple as a few friends getting together and placing an order. Or Natasha received it as a gift. Nice. I'm not going to use this one tonight because I'm actually going to be giving it away. It's one of the prizes that will be in my bingo for the Saleabration celebration. And I've been posting about that several times in the past few months. But basically, if you purchase $150 in product from me, January and February, so it's $150 total, regardless of how many orders you place, then you earn a spot to my VIP party, which is going to be in March. And one of the things we're going to be doing at the party is we're going to be having bingo. So I really think it's going to be fun. And that is $150 of purchase of product. So it doesn't include your purchase of classes because they have their own freebies in them. But it's okay. We have several people in the Saleabration celebration so far, and you still have time to join the celebration. And the one thing that everybody will get is the Approaching Perfection stamp set. So we're going to be creating make and takes during that party with this Saleabration set, which is all about birthdays. And so I won't be creating with this tonight either because I'm saving my ideas for my celebration party. So I know that a few of you that are on here are joining. And anyway, I'm really excited. And I have lots of other gifts for the bingo party. Rest assured, you will leave the party with a gift. And so we're going to do some other fun things. But again, that's in March. But in order to qualify for or earn your spot to that party, you place $150 in orders with me by the end of February. You have time. You have the weekend. If you have any questions about that, you can call me, 208-830-6328. I recommend you not calling me right this moment. I'm busy. But, you know, once I'm not live, then you can call me. All right, so here's our first little cool card. So simple, right? That fun fold is just easy, kind of, after I got the measurements worked out. So funny. Okay, now we're rocking and rolling. Let's make a berry card. The berries make me happy, and they're going to be something that I'm going to want to use in June. So I'm so glad that we have that sweet strawberry set. That's June is when berries are really ripe here. So that's why I said that. But I'm so glad I have all of them to use. And I may be out of the paper by then, but it's okay because there are so many stamp sets in those two stamp sets, or there's so many stamps in those two stamp sets that you can make your own DSP with these sets really easily. Okay. Oh, Carla, I love these colors too. So fun, right? So fun, and there's like so many uses for this paper. It's just gorgeous. You can fussy cut a lot of these images because they're big and bold. And the cool thing about them is most of the images are surrounded by black, right? So when you're fussy cutting, it's okay if you don't get the margin quite as you would like it because your image is colored in black. So you're not going to really see it. So don't be scared to fussy cut these. It's not that hard. I'm not going to do it for you right now, but trust me, it's not that hard. It's kind of like, you go first. I'm sure Jen Houston has cut them out for you, so you can watch her. You saw me have trouble with an easy measurement, so I don't think you want me using the scissors tonight. Okay, oh my gosh. The Simply Scored board is back. You know, it's brand new. My other one looks so grungy. I was like, okay, I'm springing for a new one. Isn't it pretty? Yes, that's how I admire it. If it's old and grungy, it's still totally fine. But it was time. So, okay. So for the strawberries and blueberries, I'm going to use Purple Posy. Poppy Parade. That is one of the base colors that are in this beautiful DSP. Oh, like hello summer, right? Look at this one. It's so fun with the strawberry, like a close-up of the strawberries. Yes, I love it. Oh, it's beautiful. Man, that's pretty. I'm not making that up. It's real joy. Oh, I just want to pet it. It's so pretty. Okay. Get over it, Lisa. Come on. The ladies want to see a card. All right. This is also 12 by 12 paper, but as you notice, I cut most of mine down into 6 by 6. It's just easier for me to handle, and I find that I don't bend the edges if I just get it put away orderly. So this is how I do it. You may have a totally different system, and I'm always, you know, interested, but this is my system. So if you're looking for a way to do that, we can peruse my drawers, so to speak, on another video. And maybe I should be giving you guys a tour around the craft studio. I know I've mentioned doing that before, but then I think maybe it's kind of boring. So I don't know. You tell me. But okay, looks like Susan's leaving. Good night, Susan. Susan's East Coaster, so I am not going to make fun of her going to bed early. In fact, I don't make fun of anyone going to bed early. Get real. I applaud you. Go forth. Like I said, the reason I have any energy right now is because I took a nap. Ooh, it's shaping up. Shaping up to be pretty. That's pretty too. But I'm thinking those. Let's keep this in the reds, greens kind of family. I know, Carla, this green plaid paper is to die for. It's Granny Apple Green. And it might have shades of garden green in it too. Yeah, it probably does. The way they've kind of sketched this. It's definitely not the same color. And I'm loving this together. So pretty. Look at that. Strawberries and all the different stages of ripeness, right? And what's the back? Oh, that's cute too. Well, I think we're going to stick with the strawberries. Why not? Let's see here. But then, no, because I want to use the berry. I want to use the blueberries. So look how easy it is to switch that out. I don't know about it being on red paper now, though. That's kind of odd, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, we're making a quick switch. We're going to Pacific Point. Look, I've totally changed it. We might make the strawberry card later. Let's see. I find, though, you can do this a lot easier if you have this sitting in front of you. So it's easier to kind of make these switches and make these ideas. All right, so I'm cutting a piece of Pacific Point in half. So 5.5 by 8.5, okay? And then, of course, we are going to do our fancy folding. It's not going to be that fancy. It's not going to be that difficult. I promise. Those two. And I wanted to use the stamp set that's part of this in particular. So by the time we finish stamping these blueberries, you will think you're looking at real blueberries. They are so cool. This is such a cool stamp set. Now, hello, Norma Jean. You would love to see my card area? Okay. I appreciate that. I think it, oh, and Natasha says, yes, a tour. Okay. I'll put it together. I need to have my friend Katie come over and be the videographer. Cindy, where you live, blueberries are going to be ready to pick in 3 weeks? Wow. That is so cool. That is a cool thing about living where you do, right? Okay. We have to wait until June. And they don't necessarily, well, I see people buying the plants, so I know that they can be grown here, but I'm pretty sure that most of the really fat, luscious ones we get are from Oregon, because Oregon's kind of a berry growing state. Okay, let's see here. These stamps are at 90%, and they are also a two-step stamp. So we're going to have some of the, you get berries and you get blueberries and raspberries in the Saleabration set, and you get strawberries in the other set. Let's see what I've got. I'm looking over here in my little treasure chest. I have that. Do I have one in white? Where's my paper? I need to bring this forward. I do need just a circle in white. That'll be great to stamp on. And that can be our little label. And then I do have this in Granny Apple Green, which is kind of fun. We could put our sentiment on that, maybe. I think it might fit. I want this to have a background, though. Doesn't look like I have one that size, so we can make one. We have one in this color blue, but I think that just changes everything all up. I have one in that color blue. Maybe. It's a maybe. The pigs would be adorable with the paper in the background. What? Oh, you guys are talking about something a little bit different. Weighing the people for you picks. Is that what you're talking about, Cindy? That's probably a good idea. That's the draw, right, of the U-pick. Oh my gosh. That's so yummy. Okay, so here we have, I don't remember if this was a die or a punch, frankly, but it's somewhere. Okay, it's probably, this is probably the Layered Circles dies. And I have moved the scoreboard and I need it. What in the world? We're having a lot of jiggling around here, aren't we? Now that I know I'm going to use the circle, though, that's why I need this again. Lisa, Lynn, get your head in this game. I told you I was going to need your help tonight. So again, this is about, it's about as big as the other one. So let's do 1.5. It might be totally what I did on the last one. 1.5 and 3. No, 2 3/4. Probably is exactly what I did last time. That's the fun of it. Oh dear God, did I do it right? It's always the pressure. Yes. Okay. I'm sure this is the same. It looks the same anyway, but that's all right. Yes, I could have done it ahead of time, but what's the fun in that? I don't want you to think that I'm like Martha Stewart and I have all these helpers back behind me, right? I'm doing all the work. Like at the end of the photo shoot, I wash the dishes. Let's see here. Okay, so we want, this one's 1.5, so we want 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. I think I'm going to put the blueberries over there because then when we stamp, we'll have all that green and our regular blueberries will really pop. Blueberries. Oh, so gorgeous. Yeah, I'm going to miss this paper too. Often I'm like, I try not to be sentimental, but this is some good paper. Dang it. I better hurry and buy another package this weekend. Hoard it. Yes. I know the summers, this is like perfect for summer birthdays, don't you think? Yeah. 2.5 by 5 1/4 for this. So 2.5 by 5 1/4. Okay. And finally, let's see, what do I want to do on the inside? Wasn't it Marcia that said she would like seeing the insides not white? So I'm going to help Marcia out. We can't have another one with white, so maybe, ooh yeah, that's pretty. You're going to like this. It's a little surprise. 3 3/4 by 5. To the inside again, right? It's going to be, what color is it? Does anybody know? Soft sea foam, yay! Okay, there's our card. Those are our card guts. All right, let's get to these stamps that I've been talking so much about. Let's see if I can do them justice. I will try. I will try. Oh, I also want to show you a fun technique with our all-purpose paints. Do you even know what I'm talking about? You will as soon as you see them. When I pull them out, you'll be like, oh, right. Our all-purpose paints. Okay. Okay. This is going to be like a partial image, of course. But the blueberries are going to be dancing across there, and you'll totally get it. You don't need to see the whole thing to know these are the beautiful blueberries. Okay, they have little areas here for the blueberries to go. So when you stamp them, everything kind of just fits together, right? You can stamp the leaves and then stamp the blueberries, and everything will fit together. Or you can stamp the blueberries separate, like they're rolling around, like they do when you're trying to get them all washed and they take off, right? Take off over the counter. Okay, and then I need some more blocks for those. And how about, well, we'll worry about the sentiment in just a minute. You guys can help me with that. And we may only be able to use a certain one of them because of the size of our little image, our little label. Sorry. I believe this label, yes, it does. This die cut is from Potted Succulents. They have, of course, they have succulent dies in there, but then they have these great labels in there. Just one of those stamp sets, you know, that's like just so versatile. Or, sorry, a die set, but July 2018's Paper Pumpkin is strawberries and blueberries. What? Oh my gosh, that's fun. You're so organized to keep all of that. My gosh, I would be like, on to the next thing. Okay. So we have Pacific Point and Night of Navy are in the blueberries. I think we'll probably use Pacific Point because we have a little Night of Navy there. Now, again, I told you there's Granny Apple Green and Garden Green in the leaves, or in the green part, in the green plaid. We can use, I think I just want to use one of them. And again, we'll do the same kind of first and second generation stamping that we did before. So let's make the outline be the darkest, and let's bring our Granny Apple Green in. It's in the brights, coordination of colors. So of course I love it. Hello, Lois. You just got home. Get in here, Lois. Lois, I was thinking of you because I got out something. I don't even know if you remember you sent these to me, but you sent me about 4 of these cute chalkboard llamas. And of course I'm not going to write on them. I tried to attach them to the felt drawers that I have back behind me, and then they kept trying to run away. I don't know, but they're so cute, aren't they? So, I was just thinking about you, of course. Okay, so full blast with our Granny Apple Green. That's beautiful. I don't know if I like that part. Oh. That's easily fixed. I must have gotten off kilter a little bit there. Okay. Oh, it's obviously it stamps like that. It's this is photorealistic. What is that called? Distinctive stamps. So it has its own shading and stuff in it. I should have remembered that. Okay, this one does too. So we just, again, we overlay it just like we did with the butterfly. And this one fits a little bit tighter than the colors of the butterfly. So it just is all colored and shaded for you right away. And that is what is meant by a distinctive stamp. It gives you several different layers and gradients of color with one single stamped image. Very cool. You can also get similar images when you're using your own coloring techniques or blending brushes or things like that. This is just one more tool in the toolbox. Okay, let's get our Pacific Point out. All right. Now I want to take a look at these and see. Oh, they're so beautiful. Aren't they beautiful? These are also distinctive. And I think what I'm going to do here, you know, I've been doing this a little bit because everything's fully re-inked. So when you're using distinctive stamps, if you have a nice juicy ink pad, which I do, I want to move some of the ink out of the way a little bit. Move it aside with a credit card that doesn't have any money on it. And then I'll go ahead and use it. That way, you get to see all of that beautiful shading. And then I'm lining up the 2 biggest berries with this. Okay, so it doesn't have to be like right on top of the stems, right? It just so happens I did. Well, I can't help it if I'm perfect. Okay, and then let's take a look at this. See, then the image comes out so much better with the shading. And I want second generation. And so then, of course, right over these, right? Oh, it's so cute. I just want to pluck those things. And they'd never even make it into the basket. I would eat those so fast. You know, this is like a non-porous credit card. I clean it off at the end of the night. Or maybe not. I clean it off whenever. Hey, thanks. I just saw some hearts and likes floating by. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, then that, ooh, is going to be very nice up on that Night of Navy. I'm going to do one other thing to this. I'm just feeling it. And I was doing something with, like I said, that all-purpose ink. And I wanted to work it into something tonight, and this is like a perfect way. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is bring in my paper pumpkin box. This particular one is Joy to the World, October 2020. Thank you. It's of great service. And now I'm going to put this in here because we're going to do some inking on this, and I want it to stay away from my keyboard and all my other things, all the pretty things. Sometimes you'll want splatters all over stuff, and sometimes you won't. Now this is a non-Stampin' Up! Paintbrush, aqua brush, because I like to keep my Stampin' Up! Brushes nice and clean. This is one that I've just been using for the all-purpose ink. So let's talk a minute about this. It's in the annual catalog. Currently we have it in champagne and white, I believe. At least they're both being sold on the website. They're only $8. They're $8 each. But they last forever. In fact, I have another one. If you guys were lucky enough to get the Everything's Rosy product medley, this was in the product medley. This container of rose gold. It's gorgeous. Very, you know, just rose gold, pearlized. So these are just really cool paints. You can actually stamp, what do I want to say? Oh, you can like paint your stamps with them. You can paint freehand with them, whatever you want. We're going to speckle with them, okay? So this was champagne. I was using this a little earlier. So I'm just going to turn that over again in the interest of time. This has a little champagne on it, but that's okay. We're not going to contaminate. This is going to give you a similar look to using Wink of Stella and smacking it, but it's more noticeable. Bigger, it has bigger blotches. You can see it all in this box. In fact, let's see, do I have the card I was using? Might. I know it's around here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. It's okay. We're going to make our own cool thing. So, okay, this has like a little ball bearing in there, right? Hello, Mary Ellen, and thank you for sharing. Oh gosh, that's right. You had a tournament to go to. I bet you're exhausted. Now I'm going to use the frost white. So this morning I was using the champagne. Let's see here. You just need a drop. That's why it lasts forever, right? So this is just like this pearlized. Oh, isn't that pretty? I'm going to water this down. You can use it just as it is. But if you want to use it to splatter, you need to drop a few, you know, drops of ink or drops of water in there. I like to start with one. See how it is. I might need another, because you're going to want to tap this pen and be able to flick this white frost paint all over everything. It's just another layer of texture and fun and color and shimmer, right? So it does take a few minutes. Oh, there we go. You want to get some good ones, right? If you're going to do it, you should do it. So this, oh, yeah, and I did it all over my monitor. What a nut. I should have just moved this, but I wasn't going to risk it for the art. I was willing to get the monitor dirty. I can clean that. Okay, and then this, like I said, I'm just leaving it for my shimmer paint type things. So that can just be over here off on its own. And when we finish up with the other parts of this card, this will be dry. Okay. So there's that. And we'll just set this over here for a minute. Okay. But again, don't forget about these. They're little, they're nondescript. Sometimes we go, what are we supposed to use that for? They're not in our colors, so to speak, right? Because they're frost white and champagne. So you go, I don't know. What am I supposed to do with these? Well, I'm showing you. This is what you're supposed to do with these. Okay, finally, we just need to stamp our sentiment. These sentiments are some of the cutest. Now let's take a look at what's in that strawberry as well. There are some sentiments in the strawberry too, and they just all kind of go together in fontiment. Yes, that's a new word. In the font style. But they complement each other, don't they? Wishing you the very best. Thank you. Happy birthday, you sweet thing. I've seen a lot of people using them with the new seashell set. Oh yeah, the paints. That's a great idea, because that set in itself has some pearlized DSP that coordinates, and so I could totally see painting that on and using that. That's a good idea. Will this fit? Yeah, it'll fit. You always have a way of making my day. Isn't that a nice way to say thank you to someone? I love it. And I am lucky enough to have lots of people to send something like that to. People are always doing nice things for me. I mean, I can't help it. I try and tell them no, but they just keep doing nice things for me. Okay. I think let's do it in Pacific Point, because we were still kind of using that color for the blueberries and all that. And let's take a look at it. Oh, that's pretty. Now, I did move the ink, remember? So now I'm gonna kind of ink it down where it's more stabilized, if you will, where I didn't move the ink. And you can kind of see I hit both sides. That's kind of fun though. It's a little ombre. When I move the ink on this ink pad, it will go back to equalize itself, because as you know, these ink pads sit upside down. And so the ink comes to the surface where we usually want it. Yes, I actually kind of like how this is stamped. Look, it's like I meant to do ombre, but I didn't. But don't tell anyone. That's super fun. Okay. So then we just need to put our pieces and parts together. Oh my gosh, it's 8:15 already. How does that happen? I will have to make another video this weekend about like Last Chance, Darling Donkeys, and the other paper. Okay, this, I hope this comes off on camera. It is, again, it's like Wink of Stella, only better. Yes, you can see it. Okay, you can see that now. It's just a cool sparkle. So just something fun to do. Okay, I'm going to use some glue on this because I want to make sure and get all those little edges. And the nice thing about a round one is it's not upside down. It can't be. You just put it on, right? You just put it on. Okay. Now we're going to glue our paper down, which is so beautiful. It really does, like, just make the card. Let's put this in our insert. Marcia. Yeah, it looks like water drops, doesn't it? Right on the blueberries. Perfect, Glenda. I love it. Okay. And these, I'm going to stamp these berries in kind of a weird color, but just go with me. Just work with me here. We're going to use soft seafoam because I don't want them to disrupt the area that you can write in, right? So we're just going to do the outsides, and we're going to do them in soft seafoam. And I don't know about second generation because this is a very light color. Yeah, we're just going to stamp them regular first generation. There, just enough to bring the pattern inside, but not so much as to stop you from writing over them if you know, get long-winded. I wouldn't know anything about that. And need to go clear to the bottom of the page. Yes, okay. Little seal plus here. No, regular seal, sorry. Seal, not plus. We don't really need seal plus tonight, but I like having it handy. Now I think, Marcia, you can tell me what you think, being the newest fan, but I think that's a beautiful insert for this card. It goes with these papers really well. And yet, it's not a color that's in the papers. Well, it might be. It might be in those leaves. If not, they've done so many different colorings of the leaves that it looks like it could be in there. All right, then we just bring our beautiful plaid that Carla and I love so much, and I bet a lot of you do too. And oh, look at this plaid, Carla, that we're covering up this time, but yes, it's almost like a watercolored plaid. It's beautiful. I really like this combo of Pacific Point and Night of Navy. Ooh, so pretty. Okay. Now, I think let's do that. Yes. And then where's our sentiment going to be? Our sentiment can be in a lot of different places, but it's probably going to be down here. And I'm going to kind of link the designs by doing that. Now, this is really handy, right? Because I can see on my plaid just about where this needs to be. Okay. Cute little die again from the Succulents dies. I think it's Potted Succulents or something like that, but it's a cool set. And finally, we need some more dimensionals. And I want to have it like this, so just going to use some of my end pieces. They work great. Cut those edges. Use them. Use them or lose them. Okay. I was able to use a few things from my treasures box. I can't believe it. That's why it's called the treasures box. You never know when you're going to need it. It just kind of shows up. Oh, and then look at that. I love that. Okay, now the last thing we need is jewelry for this one, right? And so I'm going to bring in, I think, let's try the opal pearls. Is that what they're called? No, they're called opal rounds. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you for the hearts, ladies. I think some of you like them. I like these cards a lot. They're probably going to get sent out, you know, in a hot minute because I have made it my mission to start sending these things out on a much more regular basis. You would think it would be a normal thing. Oh, thanks, everybody. I'm so glad for the feedback, and I'm glad that it's hearts. I don't need sympathy hearts, but I'm always very glad to see them. Yes. Okay, so these are the opal rounds. And yes, I know I cut out the middle. I cut out the middle because I sent them. They were part of the chopped entry. You all know that now. So they were part of the chopped entry, the chopped supplies. So that's why they got sent out. I wanted 2 different sizes to be sent out. But aren't they going to be fun with our paint that's frost white and the round to mimic the round of the blueberries, and oh, so fun. I think there might be 3 different sizes. Yeah, it looks like there are. Is somebody coming in here looking for me? You know why, everybody. It's SNAX time. Yep, that's what time it is. You may have thought it was almost 8:30. That's not what it is. It's something else entirely. Ooh, so cute. Aw, I like it. Yep, that's it, Natasha. You said it. I can't, but you can. All right, everybody, look. We have two really pretty but very different cards, right? I have to hold them down. Again, if you wanted them to lock in place, that fun fold is called a fold and lock, or twist and lock, or fold and lock. And I have done that before on, well, I think I did it in my Charmed class, you guys. So that's something else for us to do on another night, maybe this weekend, because I do need to show you more of the Saleabration items again. I don't want you to forget about them, and they're so beautiful. And I'll be really sad if somebody wants something and then they call me on March 1st because everything's going to be gone by then. But yeah, so you saw how simple these were, even though I couldn't think tonight. Very simple, very fun to put together. And you can use two-step stamping, which really is fast becoming one of my favorites, right? You can use all of those images in so many different ways. And then grab some of your beautiful embellishments, or not, leave them plain, so to speak. They're perfectly not plain, but the DSP does a lot of the work for us. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. Please take me up on the offer of joining the Saleabration celebration party. You still have time. And also, I will go back and check the email and see, you know, maybe see what went wrong. Because I'm sure you didn't ignore my email, did you? No, never. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a great night. You are so welcome. And I appreciate your thank yous. Yes. Okay, everybody. Stay safe. I will see you soon.